As Magnify Learning has grown from a grassroots movement of teachers teaching teachers about project-based learning to now a national nonprofit organization, I get the question often of when you scale, how do you ensure the quality of your trainings? And it's a great question, and we answer that with all of our training facilitators are PBL certified, which means that they're teachers in the classroom or administrators in a school building, and they were operating with PBL at a very high level. We certified that level, gave them the training techniques that they mostly already had, an awesome agenda, and then we go engage schools and teachers across the country, and awesome things happen. But what is PBL certification? That's what we're going to look at in PBL Simplified today. PBL Simplified for Teachers is here to answer your PBL need-to-knows so we can simplify the PBL process for your classroom. First of all, PBL certification is rigorous. We are not giving out candy here. 25% of applicants do not make it through the process, meaning we've got awesome teachers that are out there doing great work in the classroom, but it's a rigorous process to get through, so they don't make it through. And we give a ton of chances, we give a lot of feedback, but eventually maybe it doesn't fit their current stage of life, so maybe they have to tackle it again another time. But the main idea is that we don't want it to be easy. We're operating at a very high level here, right? So our facilitators are going to be PBL certified, meaning that they're operating at the top of the chain of project-based learning. These are the best teachers in the country utilizing project-based learning that are then the trainers. So if you want to bring your school to that level, we take school groups, cohorts through this process. We start with a PBL Jumpstart, move up to PBL Advanced, and then we move some of those folks up to PBL certification. Are all of them going to get up to that certification level? Not likely. We're talking about the high flyers, the top dogs in your teaching world. When we look at PBL certification, the process itself, again, we are looking to certify your classroom practice. So we have a very large, intense rubric with 3 different domains, and it looks at your PBL process. So you're going to put your planning documents out there. You take a couple of your PBL units. We're going to pick them apart. You're going to upload artifacts, student work, video of you going through protocols, and we're going to see how that matches up to the rubric. But it's not just us. You're going to self-reflect and tell us how those artifacts show that you're meeting the rubric at a high level. That's not easy work. This is not fill out an application and then suddenly you get a badge. That's not what we were looking for. We want to certify those folks at the very top. And again, everybody's on their journey. We've all been on the different places of this timeline, and it's great to be where you're at. When we talk about PBL certification, we're trying to get to the top of your game. If this challenge seems like something you or your staff is up to, let me know. We'd love to engage you in that PBL certification. It's usually a 3-year process. You have to have at least 2 years of PBL work in the classroom in order to really get through. If you're on your own, then you can go to a PBL open workshop. Look for an open workshop, and there's a certification ticket that you can work through. If you're a district and you are maybe just starting your PBL journey, we start you at Jumpstart, go to Advanced, and at the end of 3 years, you have your own PBL certified facilitators, meaning after 3 years, you shouldn't need us. If we've done our job well, we've built up and equipped your local teachers who know your local context to be able to train all of your new hires, the next cohort. You should be able to do that in-house. And we just want our resources to be there for you as a partner. So our relationship changes a bit. We train your folks so that they're well trained and they can train the next generation of PBLers. That's the stuff that really gets us fired up, because then the PBL movement is moving exponentially, and that's when things really start happening and they're exciting. Because then we've got a whole movement of kids that we're engaging your learners, we're tackling boredom, and we're transforming classrooms.